Hello guys, Robert1 here, coming at you with a new Yu-Gi-Oh video. And in today's Yu-Gi-Oh video, we're going to be talking about the worst things in Yu-Gi-Oh! The 3 worst things in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because, honestly, I've been recently thinking about what's really bad about this game, because there are a lot of bad things, there are a lot of annoying things, and I finally just felt like it's time to make a video about this subject. And honestly, these are the 3 worst things about the game. Honestly, I could have, you guys could have different opinions. If you do, comment them in the comment section below now, just to say, before I say any of these, in case I might have missed something, or if you think that I'm wrong before I even say any of them. I guess I'll give you 3 seconds to do that, so 3, 2, 1. Hey, didn't realize I missed that. That's a thing that I missed. Oh well. Alright. I guess you're right. But yeah, in my opinion, these are the 3 worst things in the game, and knowing these things exist in the game and knowing these types of things are in the game, it really does ruin the game for a lot of reasons. But honestly, guys, the game in general isn't bad. The game in general isn't bad, it's just these are the worst things about the game in my personal opinion. And that's kind of the point of this video, to just talk about them and to try and, make you guys realize that these are a problem, and if there's any way to fix these problems, to try your best and do it. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing that honestly is the worst thing about the game in my personal opinion is manipulative people. Honestly, the amount of manipulative people in this game is really low, but when you come across these manipulative people, these people who try to shortcut, undercut you on cards, these people who are just really rude during games, make you slow play, make you do every single action to make the game as slow as possible, to maybe run down the clock, these are the worst types of people in the game. And honestly, knowing that these people in the game exist, it is the worst feeling in the world, honestly, guys. I've come across these types of people before, in my LLDS top 8 match a few months ago, the one that I lost because the judge pulled me away and I forgot that the opponent had a Shizuku. In that matchup, that guy, he was a really rude person. Honestly, he made me slow play the whole game, making me perform every single action. I'm offering you to cut. I'm just gonna be going back in. Do you mind if I just go back in real quick and just do everything? No. We have to do this the right amount of procedures. And honestly, it wasn't. That's not a bad thing, and I understand that's not a bad thing, but it's the fact of the way he went about it. He went about it saying, no, we have to do this, and he was really snobby about it. He was really annoying, and he was really rude about how he was doing it, and it was really, I could understand if he was doing it for, we want just to make sure that everything's correct, but he wasn't doing it for that reason. He was doing it to be rude, he was doing it to slow down the clock, he was just really trying to make the game last as long as possible to get to basically time waste. And honestly, when you run across those type of people, it's really annoying and it's just not worth the time or the effort. And also there's other people as well, when you're trading, these people are manipulative and they are really rude as well. When you're trading, they'll be looking through your binder saying, nah, this ain't any good, this ain't any good. Oh, I found something that's really good, what's your value on it? You look it up, you said, I don't know what it is, I'll check on eBay. And you say that the card's worth, say, £20. And they say, oh, well, I can't afford £20, but would you be willing to take an offer? And you're like, I'll give you 40% eBay. You see, the people who are like this are normally the people who think they're floor vendors, they think they're really good at the game, they're really powerful, and they feel like they can undercut anyone and just are better than anyone in general. And looking at players like this, looking at people who do this sort of thing, and looking at the types of people who are in this game who even attempt to do this sort of thing, they are the scum of the game. They are the people who don't deserve to play the game. They are the people who just manipulate you, only care about winning, only care about profit. And honestly, when you come across these people, it's the type of people you don't want to remember. It's the type of people you don't want to ever see again. And knowing that these types of people exist in the game really is one of the worst things about the game. Knowing that they're here, knowing that they're going to ruin things for you, knowing that they're going to make the game just really sour and don't make you not want to play anymore. And honestly, it's a game. You're supposed to enjoy it, and honestly, having these people in it, it's not worth the effort. Honestly, when you come across these people and you're put against them, you're like, I don't want to ever know. I don't even want to know your name. I don't want to talk to you. I just want to get the game done, and I want to go to get. I want to go talk to my friends. I want to have some fun. I don't care enough to play you. I honestly don't give a damn about who you are. And when you get these types of people, it's just not fun. It's just not fun at all. But yeah, that's just one of the worst things about the game. Like the rude, the manipulative, the undercutters, the basically who think they're better than everyone else sorts of players. They're the types that are honestly the worst types of players in the game. Just not caring and only wanting to win. They really are the worst part, one of the worst parts of the game. But the next worst thing in the game is the undercut, the indirect hits in the game. Now, indirect hitting in the game is not a new thing. It's been around for quite a while, and honestly, it's still one of the worst things in the game, Konami. Honestly, like, indirectly hitting cards is, like, it's short. In some ways, it's fine. Some ways it's fine, but when it comes to cards that can single-handedly make an entire OTK FTK possible, or an entire extra link possible, such as Firewall, are still here, it's not fun. It's really not good. And when Konami don't hit these problems, such as Firewall, such as Lyrilusk, and instead hit cards around them, such as the Tyrant Neptune, or Supreme King Starving Venom in Lyrilusk's case, or for the Firewall, hitting a Assault Core, or hitting anything else around it, or hitting stuff like that. And like, indirect hits aren't always the worst thing. Like, honestly, they're not always the worst thing. Seeing as, like, for instance, when you're hitting around an archetype, like, you can't always hit the main cards in the archetype right away, because if you hit them right away, then it's just going to cause people to leave the game. But when you're doing it to a specific card, that's a card that's causing all these problems in the game, and you're not addressing this card, what's the point? Like, honestly, why aren't you hitting this card? This card is the problem. Firewall. Firewall can create FTKs, such as in the Niagara Falls YCS, where literally an FTK deck got, I believe, to all the way to the finals, Danger FTK, all thanks to Firewall Dragon, I might add, or which is one card combo. Or in Lyrilusk's case, being an OTK, an FTK as well. But instead of banning Lyrilusk, you ban the Tyrant Neptune, or you ban Supreme King Starving Venom. Cards that sure, Supreme King Starving Venom's good, but you ban it instead of the main problem. You hit around it, like. This isn't a good card. This isn't a good thing for the game. This isn't good at all. And knowing that Konami aren't hitting the main problems, the main areas that are really the problem with the game is just not good. Like, honestly, it's one of the worst things about the game, indirectly hitting the problem card. Like, Firewall, it's a main protagonist card, sure, but it's causing these degenerate OTKs. Whole Extra Link, Goki Extra Link, sure, it's not an OTK, but Extra Linking your opponent is basically an OTK when you can't kill any of their monsters, you have a negate and you can compulse if you want, or if you have anything else along those lines. Like, these are problems that need to be addressed, but Konami just don't address them. Like, they don't address them. And even you can hand loop your opponent for 4 cards, thanks to Firewall. Like, this is a problem, an issue that needs to be addressed, and Konami just don't address it. They don't look at it, they don't care. Firewall's a problem. Hit Firewall. But they don't. They indirectly hit it by hitting stuff like A Assault Core, by hitting any other cards around it, hitting Nightmare Goblin, which sure was a good card. Like, it was pretty good, giving you an additional normal summon if you could get in the main monster zone, but Firewall was the main issue. Firewall was the problem, and not hitting Firewall really did cause majority of these problems. But yeah, and the last thing that honestly is one of the worst parts about the game, and that is the time rules. The time rules. Konami. 40 minutes and end of phase. Are you serious? I've made videos about this. I've talked about this in other videos. But still, this isn't good for the game. This is one of the worst things about the game because it means, oh, my opponent can stall, get to time, burn me for 200 with a Lycoris, and win because they didn't even try. What's the point? What's the point in playing a game if my opponent's just going to stall me, we hit time, and nothing came of it? My opponent just won because they were playing Trickstar, they were playing a specific burn card, they were playing any sort of burn, or time is called and I lose because of that. Like, 5 turns was fair enough. 5 turns was fair enough. But you went and said, nah, 5 turns isn't enough. 5 turns is too much. I would have been fine if you gave us 2 turns. I would have been fine if you gave us 1 additional turn. But 2 turns, well, end of main phase, end of phase, it's not fair. It's just not fair. It's one of the worst parts of the game, and I honestly have nothing else to say about it because of that. Like, it's literally, I burn you in time, I win. I gain life points in time, I win. What's the point? Honestly, what's the point? It's one of the worst things about the game, guys, and it really is annoying to know this type of thing is in the game. But honestly, all of these 3 things, in my personal opinion, are the worst things about the game. Like, there are other things that are really annoying, like floodgates, like specific decks, like just generic spamming in the game, just preventing opponent from playing the game, like chain burn or burn decks in general. Like, there are other bad things about the game, but these are just what I personally think are the worst things about the game. Like, they really are annoying and they really shouldn't be any implemented into the game. They really shouldn't be fixed, and Konami, you can fix 2 of these. You can fix 2 of these, so please, if you watch this video, take note that these things can be fixed by you. And honestly, just take it into account. You don't have to do it. I would love it if you did, but yeah. But yeah, guys, that's my personal thoughts and opinions. I might come back and do full-fledged videos on each of these later on in the game, later on in this YouTube career of mine that's happening, and I'm not making money off it, but I'm having fun with it anyway. But yeah, I might come back to these topics. But if you feel like I missed anything, or if you agree with me 100% that rude, manipulative people, rude people, floor vendors, people like that are honestly not good for the game. The time rules are rubbish, and I honestly think that 90% of you think I am right on that. And indirectly hitting is complete rubbish and should be changed to just hitting the main problem card. Tell me all of that in the comment section below, because honestly, I'd love to hear your thoughts, your opinions, and everything along those lines. And I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this subject. So tell me all of that in the comment section below. If you liked the video, don't forget to press the like button to show your support and show that you want to see more videos like this. If you want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh videos from me on this channel, don't forget to press the subscribe button to be subscribed for more future Yu-Gi-Oh content from me. And if you enjoy my content in general and want to be notified of anything such as streams, videos, or anything like that, don't forget to press the notification button, because I normally stream at 8 PM UK time on Thursdays every week. I might miss a week once every while, but if I do, I can't really help it at that point. But yeah. Oh, also this afternoon the stream will be today on the Wednesday, because I've got to do proper testing for the YCS. But yeah, guys, tell me what you thought of this video in the comment section below, as I said, and I will see you guys later. Robot1 signing out. Thanks for watching, guys. I hate a lot of these things, I really do. Bye, guys.